that it contain any repetition of those sentiments, or renewal of those offers which were so disgusting to you, but I must be allowed to defend myself against the charges laid at my door, in particular those relating to Mr. Wickham, which, if true, would indeed be grievous, but are wholly without foundation, which I can only refute by laying before you his connection with my family. Mr. Wickham is the son of a very respectable man, who had the management of our family estates, and my own father was fond of him and held him in high esteem. We played together as boys. After his father's early death, my father supported him at school, and afterwards at Cambridge, and hoped he would make the church his profession. But by then, George Wickham's habits were as dissolute as his manners were engaging. My own excellent father died 5 years ago, and his attachment to Mr. Wickham was, to the last, so steady that he desired that a valuable family living might be his as soon as it was vacant. Mr. Wickham declined any interest in the church as a career, but requested and was granted the sum of £3,000 instead of the living. All connection between us seemed now dissolved. Being now free from all restraint, his life was one of idleness and dissipation. How he lived, I know not, but last summer our paths crossed again under the most painful circumstances, which I, myself, would wish to forget. My sister Georgiana, who is more than 10 years my junior, was left to the guardianship of Colonel Fitzwilliam and myself, in whose character we were most unhappily deceived, and thither also went Mr. Wickham undoubtedly by design. She was persuaded to believe herself in love, and to consent to an elopement. She was then but 15 years old. A day or two before the intended elopement, I joined them unexpectedly. Unable to support the idea of grieving a brother whom she looked up to, almost as a father, she acknowledged the whole plan to me at once. Mr. Wickham's objective was, of course, my sister's fortune of £30,000. The secondary motive must have been to revenge himself on me. Had he succeeded, his revenge would have been complete, indeed. This, madam, is a faithful narrative of all my dealings with Mr. Wickham, and for its truth I can appeal to the testimony of Colonel Fitzwilliam, who knows every particular of these transactions. I know not under what form of falsehood Mr. Wickham imposed himself on you, but I hope you will acquit me of cruelty towards him. The other charge leveled at me is that, regardless of the sentiments of either party, I detach Mr. Bingley from your sister. I have no wish to deny this, nor can I blame myself for any of my actions in this matter. I detach Mr. Bingley from your sister. I have no wish to deny this, nor can I blame myself for any of my actions in this matter. I had not long been in Hertfordshire before I saw that Bingley admired your sister, but it was not until the dance of Netherfield that I suspected a serious attachment. His partiality was clear, but though she received his attentions with pleasure, I did not detect any symptoms of peculiar regard. The serenity of her countenance convinced me that her heart was not likely to be easily touched. There I engaged in the office and pointed out to him the certain evils of his choice of your sister as a prospective bride. It was not difficult to convince him of your sister's indifference to him. I cannot blame myself for having it done thus much. There is but one part of my conduct in the affair on which I do not reflect with satisfaction. That is, that I concealed from him your sister's being in town. Perhaps this concealment was beneath me. It is done, however, and it was done for the best. On this subject I have nothing more to say, and no other apology to offer.